This is Edward broadcasting live on Justin.tv/EdwardStarcraft. We're watching a game between Doodsmack, the king of the hill, the Terran player, and iiMQuiicK, who is a Protoss player, challenging the king of the hill, both diamond players. This map is named after the awesome Brood War maker Testbug. 3 Xel'Naga towers blocked with 1000 HP rocks, and gold expansion blocked with 2000 HP rocks, and those rocks are 3 armor, while the Xel'Naga tower ones are only 1 armor. Well, I haven't actually watched rocks for different armors, but I guess there are rocks with different armors. So this is the map Testbug. Ooh, it looks like it's actually a 3-person map. And we'll take a look quickly after I introduce both of the players and introduce the other caster here today. So iiMQuiicK spawning at the bottom left position, and at the same time Doodsmack oh, I'm kind of giving it away already. Doodsmack spawning at the top left position. I'm joined here by Anonymous, or Optimus Prime.
Yep. Hey guys, how's it going?
Okay, now I just wanted to point out some cool features of the map. Is that you see over here, right? It's like all city and everything like that, right? And then up at the top, oh, it's all nature-y for Doodsmack's base. And there's also third base over here, and it's all like deserty and everything. So it's pretty cool looking. You know, there's the transition between city and nature, the transition between city and desert. Pretty cool. Although it's pretty much symmetrical in any other way, rotationally. So Anonymous is asking to see the rocks. It looks like, oh, so these rocks with 1 armor and 1000 hit points are protecting the Xel'Naga tower right here. Do you see the Xel'Naga tower right here in the middle? And then there are gold expansions which are blocked by 2000 HP rocks. And those are 3 armor. So we're gonna see how this affects the play. I mean, the cool thing about iCCup maps is that they have different builds, and it looks like, okay, it's same mineral patches. Sometimes people also mess up the number of mineral patches. Like your natural expansion only has 7 mineral patches instead of 8. And the gold, let's see how many it has. It has 7 as well. So Doodsmack now scouting out the desert expansion, seeing no one here at the desert base. Now he does know that his opponent is at the bottom base. But, you know, unlike maps like Lost Temple or whatever, being on a different spawn location here doesn't really matter. I mean, you're still going to be right next to your opponent. It just... I guess your natural expansion is going to be slightly more vulnerable to air, but these maps are already so big that it doesn't quite matter. What do you think about this map?
I think it's pretty cool.
Okay. So now iiMQuiicK scouting out Doodsmack's base. What does he have in his base? He has his barracks up, he has 2 supply depots up, and he has a refinery. A second refinery coming up. It looks like he may be going... Oh, there's a factory coming in. So it looks like Doodsmack, you know, he might be going for a similar build to what we saw last game. Not the last game, but the game before that, with you know, a Thor rush. Otherwise, we've seen Doodsmack do very well with mech. I mean, he has a quite a few builds under his belt, which is always good for a Terran player. You know, for any player in general, you don't want to do the same thing again and again and again. Otherwise, your opponents can predict what you're doing. I mean, you can get by doing the same thing again and again on the ladder, but you can't really get by doing it in a more tournament setting, because your opponents will know what to expect. I want to point out an interesting thing that I just saw from this map. So you're trying to get from here to here, and you can choose either to go on this top ramp or you can choose to go on this bottom ramp. There's no real difference, except the top ramp is a little narrower than the bottom large area, except with this destructible rocks in the middle. We do see iiMQuiicK looking like he's going for a 4-gate build. Quite interesting. Just also looking at you know, some of these extra expansions on this map. A bit interesting to see over here. The placement of these expansions will be a bit hard to defend. Looks like a probe coming in, not taking this top route. Good for this probe, because there are no Xel'Naga towers except for this middle one in this early of the game, so it'll be able to sneak by and put down a proxy pylon. Except he's not. He's just sneaking by and scouting. He's scouting again. He does not get as far as he needs to scout. He does see this bunker, and actually we do see Banshees being trained from Doodsmack with Cloak. This will actually be a bit devastating to iiMQuiicK because he's going for his Twilight Council. He does not have a robotics facility. Oh, and you know, he canceled this, I think, right before Doodsmack's scan finished. So let's take a look at Doodsmack's vision. Yeah, he does see that the Twilight Council was canceled. So I'm not sure how Doodsmack is going to react to this, but there is a robotics facility coming up at the same time that the Banshee is coming over. And he'll probably arrive at the same time this robotics facility finishes. So we're going to see how much damage this Banshee is able to do to iiMQuiicK's economy. Yeah, usually when you do scout, you know, a bunker like this, you will want to be wary of any sort of, you know, Banshees, any sort of cheese, or just any sort of weird play from the Terran player with high-tech units. And here we do see that, you know, iiMQuiicK has the best reaction. He has a good reaction to Doodsmack's play. This Banshee is giving, you know, interestingly enough, giving iiMQuiicK the time he needs to get out an observer. This observer is just going to park itself over here. At the same time, we do see a Zealot coming in from iiMQuiicK. I'm curious to see what this Zealot can see before this Zealot, I think it was attack moved, and so it manages to do 14 damage to this bunker. Not really any damage whatsoever. So these two Banshees now moving into position. Where's that observer? Oh, there's the observer right there. And these Banshees with their cloak not managing to do much damage here. And iiMQuiicK, now his army is parked inside his base. So let's see how Doodsmack reacts next. He's getting a Raven. And we've seen a lot of very successful pushes with Ravens from Terrans against Protoss players. A major one is called the Bolt timing push. The reason is because it was invented by this guy called Bolt. And what you do is that you try to force your enemy to go for a lot of stalkers, you know, by getting Banshees and getting a Raven. And you want to hide your Raven, and then once your Raven builds to 100 energy, it can make a point defense drone, which renders most stalkers rather useless. But these stalkers are coming in at a very good time for iiMQuiicK. Doodsmack not getting his bunker up, his Raven without the energy needed to block off from these stalkers, and this will be actually a very successful push from iiMQuiicK, I think. Let's see. 5 more seconds until the point defense drone can go up, but there are no other military units really to attack these stalkers. More stalkers coming in. These Banshees now coming in to do some damage. Oh, now the point defense drone down, but too many stalkers here. And it looks like this orbital command is going down, and this observer is going to take out all these Banshees. And iiMQuiicK, traffic saying that iiMQuiicK is quick, and Doodsmack now being dethroned as the King of the Hill. Congratulations to iiMQuiicK for being the new King of the Hill.